This is my second attempt of showing a tutorial on how to track using your Weight Watcher app. I had a friend suggest this a couple of weeks ago, and because my mantra for Weight Watchers is keep on tracking, I think it's a wonderful idea. When I go on Connect, I will see a lot of people saying, where is this and where is that on the app? And so many times they have no idea how to track. So that's what I'm going to attempt to do today. I'm just going to do um, my breakfast and my lunch. So relatively simple things because I do believe that we can all use them. Now, the way that I'm not very high tech, so I'm utilizing a Zoom meeting and the share factor, and that's how I'm getting my Weight Watcher app. This is showing up on my iPad. Got that out of the way. Now let's try and just simply track my breakfast from this morning. Now I'm a creature of habit and I eat a lot of the very same things every morning, especially what I drink. I will drink 2 cups of coffee with Premier Protein and a packet of saccharin in each cup. So that's what you're going to see me track. Now, you'll notice that it comes up with something pretty much making a reference to a meal. I'll explain that later. But right off the bat, let's just start trying to track breakfast. I'm on the green plan. So if you can see, I have 30 smart points. That is my daily smart points that I work with each day. If I were on the purple plan, it would say 16 right here. If I were on the blue plan, it would say 23. But right now, I'm on the green plan, so that's why it's saying 30. I have 20 weekly points left for this week, and so far, I've not tracked anything. That's why this is 0 right here. So this is something that I do it every day. When I first get up, I begin to track. So here we have breakfast. Now, if you look up here, here's a search bar right here, and it even says search food. So I click on that, and automatically some stuff comes up. And as you see, the double vanilla coffee, and it says it's created by you, and you is me in this instant. That means 2 cups of coffee. And I created this probably at least a year ago. So all I do, by the way, I have my little trusty pencil, and I click on that, and it comes up double vanilla coffee. Now over here on the side, there is a number and it says 0. So this is the double vanilla coffee, and it says I can track the meal. Well, now if you'll look over here, time has passed so much that it's not automatically on the breakfast. So I need to click that little sun, the little sun coming up. That means breakfast. And then the date says today on it. This says today. This is the breakfast icon. And all I'm going to do is press this blue bar, and it tracks it. See, it says double vanilla coffee before it disappears. And so if I press done, it takes me back to this My Day screen, the main screen where you will track everything. And there it shows under breakfast, even though it's still 0 because my coffee doesn't have any smart points. You can see under it where it says double vanilla coffee. So that's the first thing I've tracked today. Now I'm going to go back under this search food. I also had something that I have most every day. I had yogurt. And so here is I'm clicking on the search food. I will begin to type the words in that I know is going to make my yogurt come up. And this is what I type in it because this is the name of it. I type in the word or words light and fit. Now, once I start typing in light and fit, look right here. All of a sudden, the Dannon Light and Fit Greek Strawberry Cheesecake Flavored Non-Fat Yogurt showed up. That's what I had this morning. Now, there's a couple of others that are underneath this, but this is what I had this morning. So I'm going to click on that, and it goes into that same screen like the vanilla coffee did. It's the number 2 because that's how many smart points this yogurt is. It's 2 smart points. Also, you can see right here, I have saved that. So that's what makes it come up faster than a lot of other foods would because I know that I'm going to eat it a lot, and there we go. Now, once again, I have to come over here and change this back to breakfast because of the time of day it is while I'm filming this. Then I come down to the track food and I track it. It talks about it right here for just a split second. And then I'm pressing done again. And I went back to the My Day. There it is alongside the coffee. There's the coffee. There's the yogurt, and I have used 2 points now. Instead of 30 points, that says 28. So there is 2 dailies that I've used. Now I'm going to go to the bottom of the screen and show you what I did to make the double vanilla coffee show up as one thing, even though it's 3 things. As you see, I'm going to the bottom of the screen, and here is the thing called recipes. Now, I can, whoops, I always forget. I click on it with my mouse and it doesn't work. I have to do it on my iPad. Okay, then recipes come up. Well, down here, if you'll look, it has 3 titles: saved, created by you, and then create a new recipe. Now I'm going to go under created by you to show you what we just looked at. And if you look right over here, there's a little arrow. So I'm clicking on that. Now all of this is a lot of the recipes that I have created over the last 6 years. I can come up here to this search bar again and start typing in vanilla and put coffee under meals. Hey, there it is. Now it's under meals. I saved it as a meal. If you add something several days in a row, it will ask you if you want to save it as a meal, which I did that. And so here it is. I'm clicking on it, and this is the same thing that we saw just a minute ago. It's 2 cups of black coffee, 2 portions of the Premier Protein. I use about 1/8 of a cup per cup of coffee, and then 2 packets of saccharin, 1 packet for each cup. So that's what comes up. And if I wanted to track it again, I would just go, press this again for breakfast, and then track it on this blue track the meal. Well, I've already tracked it today, so I don't have to do that. I'm just showing you how to get to what you can do. And if you end up not liking that you've got something saved, you can always delete it. But I like it, so I'm not going to delete it. I'm going to go up here and press this little arrow back, then press the arrow again just to get out of it. And then I'm going to get out of the recipes and scroll back up to the top of my screen. Now, that's as far as I'm going to go into creating a meal and creating recipes today. Hopefully, if I do 2 or 3 videos about this Weight Watcher app, then that will be covered in one. How to do recipes. So many people, that's a big question they always ask is, how do I do a recipe? And over the years, it's changed. And so I've had to hunt for it a lot of times, but that's going to be one that we'll cover in a future video. Right now, I just wanted to go over just a few of the very simple ways to track. Now, this is what I had for lunch. I had a La Banderita tortilla wrap. That's 1 point. I had a serving of the PB2. I also had 1 banana. I had 40 rolled gold pretzel sticks and 1/8 cup of white grapes. I took a picture of it. Hopefully I'll put it right here on top of this so that you can see what I had. And for my beverage for lunch, I had my water that I make with the strawberry kiwi Propel mix. I still got some of it left. I'll drink on that most of this afternoon. So let's track. We come down here to lunch. Now here, I meant to say this a while ago, if you ever want to just go straight to whatever meal you're on, because you noticed a while ago I had to keep changing it to the little sunrise because the time was past, you can always go to this and it'll take you strictly to breakfast. So let's do that right now for lunch. See, here's lunch and here's the little arrow. So we're gonna click on this arrow. I keep doing it with my mouse and I have to do it on my iPad. I'm sorry. And let's look down here, what I just listed, some of the things that I had for lunch. Let's see if anything shows up on my lunch. I know one thing for sure will because I have it every day for lunch. And it's right here, the water with kiwi Propel mix. This is another one of those meals like what I did for my coffee. So I'm clicking on it. It comes up. It says 0 up there. And now I'm going to track it. And we're going back and we're going to look and see if there's anything else that I had today. Because I'm thinking a banana might be on here. Oop, I see. Well, I thought I saw it. See, all these things, if you're curious on why all of this is listed on this screen, it's because it's stuff that I have tracked over probably the last couple of months, and it shows it up because I eat a lot of the same stuff for lunch. But here's the banana, if you can see it right here. And so we're going to track the banana up here. It says 0. So let's track it. It's also, the right icon is here. That means lunch right there. And then I'm going to track the banana. So now we have, for lunch, we've got the water and the banana. Now let's type in the next 2 things because I didn't see either one of them. Oh, wait, I do see one. Here's one right here, the rolled gold pretzel sticks. Let's scroll up just a little bit so you can see it good. Now here it is, and see how it says 3 out here. Well, I didn't have 50, so I'm going to adjust this once I call it up. I'm calling it up. I pressed on it. Here it came up. Now I didn't have 50 pretzels, so I will click over here on this, and see how it comes up with a number wheel. Now I had 40. So I moved it down to 40. Now once I moved it to 40, up here it says the number 2 because 2 smart points is equal to 40 of the rolled gold pretzel sticks. So now I'm going to track it right here. And then it too comes up. There's where you'll see the 2 right here. 40 pretzels equals 2. So far for lunch, I have 2 smart points. Now I had a really low value for lunch today. Normally, I will try to have somewhere in the neighborhood of 10 to 12 points for lunch since I have a total of 30 points a day. But I'm at home by myself today, so I just made a quick lunch and something that I could show you very easily, and because I knew I already had it on my app. All right, now we've got the water, we've got the pretzel sticks, we've got banana. Now I also made PB2 peanut butter. Now I don't remember if it was in here or not, so we're going to look down this list. Nope, I don't see it. So this one I'll have to type in. But if I type in PB, see, it already came up. I only had to type in the P and the B, and there it is, PB2 powdered peanut butter. It's for 1 serving, it's 1 point. So I'm going to click on that. That's how many I had, 2 tablespoons. Lunch is correct, and now I'm about to track the food. It will be 1 point. Now, that finally disappeared, but let's go back to the done, which is up here. And you're going to see what I've tracked for lunch so far. The water, the PB2, the Rogo pretzels, and a banana. Okay. Now, I'm going to keep on tracking because I also had a La Banderita tortilla wrap. Banderitas, which are plain flour tortillas. So now I'm going to start typing in La space band. There you see it. It's come up. La Banderita carb counter whole wheat wrap. So that's what it is. I'm going to click on that. Make sure that my lunch is what's highlighted. Up here, it says 1. Now I'm going to track the food, and there it came up with the 1. Now we've only got one more thing to track, and then we'll be through with what I ate for lunch. And that last thing was white grapes. I had about 1/8 of a cup. It wasn't that much probably, but it was close. So now I'm going to come up to the search engine up here, to the search bar, and type in white grapes. Now see, it didn't come up, did it? Wonder why. If I had just typed in grapes, it would have come straight up. I did this on purpose to show you how it can be a little confusing. So I've clicked on that search bar, and now I'm going to delete the word white, and look, there it is, grapes. So now we'll click on the grapes. Now I didn't have 2/3 of a cup, so I'm going to have to click on that and lower this to 1/8. Now, if I had had, let's say, a tablespoon, which I probably didn't have more than about 2 or 3 tablespoons of it, I could do it that way. If I'd had a pound, ooh, that's a lot, or ounces, you have all these terms that you can use to track your foods. I think I had 8 grapes, but I've already determined that I'm going to do it as 1/8 of a cup. So we move it to 1/8 of a cup. Now I'm going to track it. There it shows it for a second. Whoop, disappears. Now I'm going under here and press done. And there's my lunch total. It's only 4 today, which was great, but it was just that was the way that it happened. A lot of times it will be somewhere in the neighborhood of 10 to 12 smart points. Today it was 4 because that was just the easiest way for me to do it. I knew I could track it easily. Okay, now let's go. I'm going to press this right here. Now, if you look, you can see the word today. So we're on today. And if I wanted to, I'm not going to do it, but I did want to show this before I go back. If I wanted to save all of this as a meal, just like I did the water with the kiwi mix and the coffee that I drink, I can come over here and press this, save a meal, and then all of this will come up. It will ask me to name it. And so whatever I name it, all I have to do is call it up the next day by the name that I give it. But I'm not going to do that. Now we're going to go back to the My Day part of the screen, and the way that you do it is by pressing this arrow. And you're going to be able to tell how much points you've tracked so far in a day. So far, I have tracked 6 smart points. I have 24 remaining. Now, last week when I was in Florida, a lot of the places that we ate last week for supper, it was very hard to track them because they weren't on this app. That's a whole nother video that I'll make showing you how to track using specific restaurants. But today, we're just doing very simple tracking. So here it is. For breakfast, I had 2 points. For lunch, I had 4 points. I have not had any dinner snacks. Though I am drinking water right now. This is a new feature on the My Day app. If you'll come over here, if you've drunk a bottle of water, a 16-ounce bottle of water basically, press this plus sign, and all of a sudden it counts 17 ounces or 1 basically bottled water. This right here is it's 33.8 fluid ounces. So that would be, when I finish this, I get to press the plus again, and there we go. It's saying 34. Now today, this is all I wanted to post. I will eat something for supper, but it's pretty much the same way as I tracked breakfast and lunch. That's what we did today. The next time we video, I'll go into a little bit more of how you use this app. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video today. I hope it was informative. I hope you learned something from it. You know, I wished I'd had it back when I first started Weight Watchers. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, consider subscribing and leave me a comment. Let me know if this did help you any. Thanks. Bye.